Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all night? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Wentz on third down. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 82. Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. 54. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, just like that. Just like that. 4 Tokyo. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes flushed out right. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax, you know. We talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
43.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
53 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53. Switch.
81.
Check nine. Slam.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flush to his right. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
With the score, Eagles 14, Chiefs 13.
This is the fullback, Sherman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Watch the out.
Let's find 7.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you.
Wentz now to throw. Being chased out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Sunday. Hey, Alpha.
53 is the mark.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Black. Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
54, Mike, 54. They can't hang with that.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
First and 10
Come
at the
baby,
38-yard line.
Mike, 53.
74.
Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. On the ball. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the 54. Watch the pass.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he is all the way up past the 25. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
I'm coming.
Bristol, Travis.
Slam. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Great 57.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53. You ain't going nowhere. Mike, 53. 53.
Kill.
Cut.
To throw is Wentz. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Steps away. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends. And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play. And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.